Hello friends, hope you are doing well and welcome back to my channel NUAA-TECH videos, and this is the series of Windows Server 2022, and today's topic we are going to discuss about the fine-grained password policy. So this is one of the important feature in Active Directory, and we generally come in day-to-day request to create the different set of policy for a set of users which is different from the policy which is applied through the group policy. Okay, so let's go to the server to understand how we can do it. So first we need to understand we have one policy for passwords that is applied globally. If we look at the group policy management, and in group policy management, if we check the domain, and this is domain default domain policy, so this includes every settings about password and threshold. So let's open it, and it's a default domain policy and apply it to computers. Let's expand this, and here we see the account policies and password policies. Enforce password history, that is 24 days, and maximum password age is set to 42 days, and the minimum password age set to 1 day. And minimum password length is set to 7 characters. And password must meet complexity requirement is also enabled. So this is the policy which is getting applied to all the users in test.local domain. So this is the global policy and applied to all users. But yes, we have a requirement that there are admins, they need the strong password. So they must have any different policy related to password and the threshold also. So it could be the VIP users or any region where we want to create a password policy for different set of users. So this would be the scenario, and for this we can not create any policy. We can create the policy, but this policy will take preference, and the same will be applied to all the users. So if we create any other policy here, that will not work out unless that is created as a fine-grained password policies. So there are multiple ways to do it. Let me show you how we can do it through GUI, PowerShell, and manually also. So at first place, if you look at the system container in Active Directory, and here in password settings, there is no policy. And if we try creating from here, so we are not getting any new option here as well. So one way to do it, that is go to in tools and ADSI edit, and then you have to connect to default naming context. And here if you open the same path system and password container, here we will get the option new object, and then we have to define the value blah blah blah. So we have to go through, we have to give each and every detail here, and the policy will be created. But the best way is to do it from admin center. Just open admin center from tools, and from here if you are not finding the path, so we can go to the system container, and here password setting container. There is no policy here, and On the right hand side, if you see on the new tab and click on password setting, so this is the column it will open, and here we will have to give the name of this policy. So this is for HR department. Let's say I'm just creating for the HR. So HR underscore FGPP, fine grained password policy. Okay, and enforce minimum password length is 7. So I'll make it different to 10. And enforce password history, I'm just setting it to, let's say, 26. Enforce minimum password age, so I'm fine with the minimum password age is 0. Enforce maximum password age, so maximum password age, let's set it to 100 age. 100 age. And enforce account lockout policy, so if you want to have the lockout policy also, we can do it. Generally, I'm going to use the default setting, and descriptions, if you want, we can give the description also here. And now this is the point to note out directly apply to. So means once this policy HR underscore FGPP is created, where it will apply to. So if we click on add, then we do not see any option to apply this policy to OU. So this means this policy can be applied only to the groups or directly to the users. Just one instance, I am creating a group here. The new group is HR VIP members, HR underscore VIP members, and this is going to be security group, and we can add the members here. Let's go back to the wizard once and let's search one more time. HR. Okay, my group is reflecting. Apply to. So if we have any other group, also we want to apply this policy to any other group, we can add them here only. So this is how we can create it using administrative center. So let's create it now. Yes, precedence also we have to define. This is important. We will understand more about the precedence. So I'm going to give this as 10 and we are good. Okay, so this policy is created and it will not use the GPO settings which are applied to the domain. Instead, it is going to use these settings defined for this group. Okay, so this is how we can create using administrative center. Now let's take a look on PowerShell as well. So in PowerShell, this is one of the policy I want to create, and this is the entire command line. I'll paste this into the description box. So we are going to run this command new AD fine grained password policy, and this is the name This time I'm going to create this for only administrators. So this is administrators policy, and display name, that is administrators policy, and the complexity is enabled, true, and description, if we want to give any description, so I am just giving a description, so will be applied only for admins. And next, this is lockout duration. This is for 15 minutes, that is fine. You can modify as per your requirement. And lockout observation window, so I'm leaving it as is because this is just a demo environment, but you can modify. Lockout threshold, that is set to 5, fine. Maximum password age 365 days, okay, that's fine. This is 1 year, and minimum password age, that is 1, okay, and minimum password length is 7, and password history, that is 12, and reversible encryption enabled, yes, and precedence I'm going to set as 100. So by executing this command, this policy will be created. So let's run this. This is successfully done. Now let's go to the same container again. Let's refresh this and go to the system and password. So we have two policies which are created. Okay, and from here we can check the attributes. But for more view, let's refresh this one. Let's close once and reopen Active Directory Administrative Center and go to the password container again. We can see this policy is there, and the precedence we can see the policy which is created for administrators, that is 10, and for HR this is 10. Now let's do one more thing here. We just created the policy, but it is not applying to anyone. So I'm gonna add the same group which is created for HR. Okay, HR VIP members, and let's save. Okay, so I have two policy here, and the point to be noted here, we have two policy and applying to the same group, that is HR VIP users. So which policy will take precedence? Or in other words, which policy to this group will be applied? So the answer is the precedence which is set to the low value, in our case 10 and 100. So this is low value 10. So it will take the precedence over this policy, administrator's policy. So whatever settings are applied or configured in this policy, they will be applied first to this group. But we can always add the members or the groups where we want to apply this policy. So for them, the new policy or which the setting which are defined for this policy, they will be applied to. Let's say I'm going to add one more, the common. This is common group. This is not added anywhere. So the members of this group, HR group, they will get these settings related to password policy. So this is how we can create uh, the fine-grained password policy, as many as we want. Okay, so at last, let's check it out in the PowerShell. what are the settings and how many policies we have. So if we look at get AD default domain password policy, so this is domain password policy. Maximum password age is this one, and the minimum password age is 1, and minimum password length is 7 days, and password history count is 24. Now let's look at get AD fine grained password policy. Hit enter. Okay, and filter. So I'm selecting for all. So from here we can see we have two policies apply to the HR VIP members. So this is just a quick view. If you want to check if any policy that is applied to any user, you can see here the name is FR HR underscore FGPP, and this is for administrator. The name is given, and these are the attributes 20, 100, precedence. So everything is written outlined here. So that's it in this video. This is all about the fine-grained password policy. Hope you are enjoying my videos. So please do subscribe and share with your friends. Leave any comment if you want me to prepare or create any video. Thanks for watching.